Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. My name is Matt. We have a very rare hen in-house today. I do believe from my research there are less than 700 of these in the US. Production stopped right around 1995 when Australia changed all of its gun laws. This is from Australia Automatic Arms. This is the SAP, chambered in 5.56 NATO. It has a 10.5-inch barrel. Effectively, it is the pistol version of their SAC, but it doesn't have a stock on it. It's a bufferless operating system, so the recoil springs are inside this upper receiver here, kind of like an AR-18. It's got a locking bolt, a short stroke gas piston, the charging handles on the other side. We'll show you that in a second. AR-15 controls here. We've got a magazine release, feeds from our standard AR-15 standard capacity magazines. The trigger looks very much like a mil-spec trigger, but the trigger pins are a little larger. In full transparency, our buddy over at Dozer Munitions sent this over for us to just check out and give you guys a couple minutes of footage on. I wonder if it's We do have a bayonet lug out front and a standard flash hider. We've got a shrouded front sight. Here is your charging handle. You can lock it in the forward and or rear and down position. Our importer was California Armory out of San Bruno, California. It's a single side safety there. Takedown is accomplished by the front takedown pin right there, and then everything comes to the rear. Here is our lower. There is nothing to write home about in there. Like I said, that hammer and trigger control group are pretty much just like an AR-15. The pins are a little larger. There is the magazine well. Here is our bolt, nice and chonky. Looks to be a 4-lug, if you want to call it that. Here is our recoil spring assembly. There's actually 4 springs in all on that guy right there. Here is inside the upper, not a whole lot to write home about. Here's our chamber. Our sight is pretty interesting. We've got 3-2-1. It's like a peep sight. The holes themselves to me look to be all about the same size. There is a rail up top.
Say hello to my little friend. It likes to jam. Say hello to my little friend. Say hello to my little friend.
Not sure if the magazine
is causing some feeding issues, or maybe the extractor spring is worn out. Not getting very powerful extraction from this system, and when it can't throw the brass out of there, it's getting stuck in there and causing malfunctions. Or it could maybe be the feed angle of this older USGI magazine. This is from Adventure Line Manufacturing. Sounds old.
Well, folks, there you have it. This was a rather short video, mainly for, historical documentation. So there's video footage of this. So hopefully it lasts a lot longer than, some forum posts from the early 2000s, late 90s that have long gone, and there's less information about these. Seems to have a little bit of reliability problems, and I'm not sure if it's this surplus magazine. Not even sure what follower that is. Maybe specific to the gun. Might have to try to pick up another USGI magazine, or the ejection is a little on the weak side. Maybe the extractor spring needs to be beefed up or something. I can't adjust the gas on it at all, but we were getting what looked like weak ejection. I mean, it was pretty much just dumping brass right next to me, and then if it wouldn't throw one out of the gun, it would jam up in there. Sometimes I exasperated those failures by shooting left-handed because I was covering the ejection port with my hand a little bit. This is one of those weird things where, as a pistol, even with a sling, they're not the easiest to aim with the factory sights. Definitely would need to put some kind of red dot on here so we have better, faster aiming acquisition with that. Overall, it's one of those cool, nostalgic pieces, but likely not for me. With all that being said, it's time for me to get the heck out of here. But at the end of all my videos, to take a moment to thank all those who help make these possible, because there's a lot that goes into them. Number one is my family. They're always out here helping me take care of the property and pull the trigger from time to time again. Deacon would like to remind you all to like, subscribe, and share these videos to get that YouTube algorithm working for us and not against us. Number two are my Patreon and YouTube channel members. Number three is Dozer Munitions. Again, in full transparency, loaned us this firearm through the proper legal channels YouTube for us to demo with no strings attached. And of course, number four is you all for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you at the range.